Okay, so let's look at another analytical technique that's not understood well, change of variables or substitution. So let's look at that by way of an example. And a simple example all right. The limit as x goes to 0 of sine of 3x over x. Now this is not precisely our favored limit of the limit as x goes to 0 of sine x over x. Now it will be related ultimately, but it's not exactly this limit in the current form. First, what we want to do is rewrite the function. So let's multiply top and bottom by 3, the numerator and the denominator by 3. By doing so, we have 3 sine 3x over sine 3x. Okay. Now let's bring the 3 in the numerator out. We know we can do that because it's constant. So that will go outside the limit. So we have this is equal to 3 times the limit as x goes to 0. All right, now we see the problem taking shape. So now we need to change variables. Because what we see now, we have an argument of 3x as an inside function to actually this function, sine x over x. So to illustrate this, let's change variables. Let t equal 3x. Okay, now we need to figure out where t is going as x goes to 0. As x goes to 0, t goes to 0. T goes to 3 times 0, which is 0. Now another way to write this is, of course, to say the limit as x goes to 0 of t is the limit as x goes to 0 of 3x, which is equal to 0. Okay? Those are the same zeros. Okay. So now what we want to do now is rewrite then the problem, the original problem, actually not the original problem, this version of the problem, in terms of the new variable t. So now, where is t going? T is going to 0. The limit, as t goes to 0, the sine of t over t. Because 3x is equal to t. Okay, now x is going to 0. Well, we have to recompute where the new limit's going, which we did. It's here. Okay. So now this is our version of this limit times 3, of course. So this is 3 times 1. The key in this problem is, when you're showing the work, you need to show the change of variables. We know by graphical means, or even using a calculator, that the limit's going to be 3. Okay? That's not what's being asked. What you're being asked is to demonstrate analytically that this limit is 3. What we don't want to do is to think the following: that the 3 can just be pulled outside of the sign. The argument of the sine function here is 3x. What I see, and many faculty members see when we grade, is that students will just pull the 3 out. Not all students, but some would pull the 3 out, just saying, hey, that 3 can come out to the outside, and it's equal to this. And that's just not, in fact, so. Although it really looks like it's the case, but it's just not so. So this would not be a correct method of demonstrating that the limit is 3, because it would use faulty reasoning. And I'll illustrate this more deeply in the next example.